with an air so foolish and backless.
Wake up. Mom, it's your mom.
Oi, Mom. I'm not home. No. Okay, I'll talk at you later. Love you too, Mom. Bye.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
You are driving our kingdom to ruin. What choice did I have but to ally with the Empire? Get him out of here, now!
Do you understand now, Yuma? I mean, Your Majesty? Now that you've seen the contract, are Duke's Aldrich's motives not exceedingly clear? The man has no intention of allowing the Sheerith dynasty to continue.
Such treachery.
If the Dukes was willing to do away with the royal family, what would he have done to us?
Oh, well, he definitely would have gotten rid of you guys. Why does he care about you guys?
I choose to do all in my power to help Commander Noah of the Alliance. He's a man I can count on. And I will fight at his side.
You've done a decent job. You just are really vulnerable to physical attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies, Periel. Apologies, Lord Counselors. I need a little more time. There might yet be truth to what Harlan said.
Ouch.
Oof. Well, so much for that.
I knew Yuma struggled with decisions, but I had no idea he was this bad. Still, we've done all we can for now. Lord Harlan is in custody, so I will spend the night here. The rest of you may make yourselves comfortable.
Also.
Just stay out of the back chamber.
Oops.
Oh, come on. I bet there's rows of beds in there. You can spare one.
Fine, but just the one.
What happened? Why are you staying out of the back chamber?
Because she went back there.
Oh, and she and Jury. Now we have to wait for the night event. It looks really pretty at night here.
It does. I like the little background blur and all the lights.
I like the sparkly blue along with the sparkly orange. It's pretty. I would have preferred slightly less blur. There it is.
Noah.
Are you all by yourself?
I am. They changed the guards around this time, which gives me an opportunity to slip away.
That's dangerous.
It is.
It's been my chance to go on little adventures ever since I was a child. Not that I've ever left the palace grounds or anything. That would be much too scary. In fact, this right here is about the extent of my adventuring zeal.
You know, I feel like he's supposed to be super annoying, but for some reason I really like him. I don't know if I just sympathize with his unconfidence or what.
I understand where he is coming from. I am not annoyed with him.
Oh yeah,
I
no.
empathize.
I mean, he explained why he doesn't want to do something that he thinks will kill the people of his town.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand.
Oh, no, as far as his ruling, as far as a ruler, I think he's doing great.
Periel really trusts you, doesn't she? No, more than that. She relies on you.
It's true.
How I envy that.
We not on air for a second there?
It looks like it had a hiccup. But it was short enough that it didn't even shut off the timer, so... I think the first one makes sense. Because that's the whole reason that she would have come here.
Doesn't she rely on you too? I mean, you're the first person she turned to when Galdia attacked. And she's still appealing to you now. She must really trust you.
I would be delighted if that were the case. But is it really me she was counting on? Or did she merely turn to me because I happen to be the person on the throne? I adore Periel. The way she's always spoken her mind, even when we were children. Despite growing up in circumstances not unlike mine, she's never afraid to be herself and do what she wants. She's ever pushing forward.
That is both a virtue and a vice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm from a small village, so I can't imagine what you've been through, but you look like a fighter to me.
I like to look at this.
Is that not the case?
Oh, heavens no. I'm worthless. Everyone thinks so, and they're quite right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I made a few clumsy attempts when I first inherited the throne, but I was never able to rule skillfully as my father did. And now, at the time of my country's greatest crisis, I still can't make up my mind.
You think it's gonna switch people now?
I don't know.
God.
Instead of deciding, I fixate on all the tragedy my decisions might cause and simply freeze.
I understand
Understandable.
you completely, my man.
Orlin had the right of it. I'm a feckless fool of a king. Who would ever follow a ruler like me? I just...
That isn't true.
Oh, that's that one
Maiden.
Yeah.
That just isn't true. You aren't a bad king at all, Your Majesty.
What?
You have tiny eyes.
Always with the...
You are absolutely and completely wrong about yourself, and you mistake your kindness for weakness. I know how hard you work at being king. I know better than anyone, so please don't speak ill of yourself. It's everyone else's loss if they don't understand what a wonderful ruler you are.
Thank you, Eiyuden. But I will never live up to my father.
Don't try to rule like somebody else. Rule like you.
Where are all these people coming from?
Your Majesty, people have you wrong. Indeed, you have yourself wrong. Now, I grant you may not currently be ruling with the skill and finesse of your father. But you're holding yourself up to a monarch with years of experience already behind him. Surely you can see how superficial it is to compare that man to a king who has taken but the first steps of his reign. A fledgling knight is no match for a hardened veteran. And yet, the youngster possesses something the veteran does not. A future. And I would not have you discard yours so lightly, my king.
Oh, Melridge.
Elridge is a very unusual name for this area.
Eiyuden?
Oh, Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I was dreadfully out of line to speak to you like that. I will accept any punishment you see fit.
Then your punishment is to tell me the truth. Do you really believe I can become a good king?
Of course I do. You will be a kind king, and a great one. I'm sure of it.
Thank you. I will. Or at least I shall try to.
I cannot express what an honor it is to fight alongside a man of your esteem, General Goldwyn.
Oh, dang.
Yep, these guys look like villains.
Mm-hmm.
It's you again.
If I may, General, I hear we'll be entering Eucharist territory soon.
Yep.
When do you anticipate being able to report our victory to Dukes Aldrich? I must contemplate how best to compose the message.
It is folly to contrive victories from unfought battles. A warrior must approach every enemy with equal sincerity.
And that's why you terrify me.
But who could Eucharist
He's not so
be
prideful.
who has any hope of victory against you?
General Cassius is a steady hand who commands the love of his men, and I hear the kingdom is home to another formidable mind as well. And also,
Yes?
I take to the battlefield for our Emperor. Despite the great pains Aldrich went through to convince His Excellency of this campaign's merit, I do not fight for the Dukes.
Well, that makes one of you.
They might kill him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good morning, all. I take it you spent the night here?
Yeah, we all sat on the table.
Guys, you are not gonna believe this! Periel?
Smack. Apparently she has a fist covered, a hand covered in rings, so that smack hurt.
Loose lips, darling. Come, Noah. We're leaving.
She becomes an ogre at night. Until she finds her true love. And then they both become ogres.
Doing the plot to Shrek?
Maybe. Spoiler for a 23-year-old movie. I love the design of this place.
Announcing His Majesty, King Yuma.
Have you reached a decision, sire?
If you require a messenger to go to Duke's Aldrich, I am yours to command.
This is it. What's it going to be?
I come bearing urgent news.
Under attack.
Your Majesty, it seems an Imperial Expeditionary Force has been sighted. It is under the command of General Goldwyn, and outnumbers our army 2 to 1.
Crap.
Double our numbers. And General Goldwyn.
The man is said to be invincible.
Your Majesty!
I've always been a worthless man, Periel. I am incapable of making decisions and paralyzed with fear of how others might view me. I have ever been a coward. I acknowledge this. General Cassius?
Yes, my king.
Melrich?
Your Majesty.
For a period of 2 weeks, beginning now, I entrust to the two of you the entirety of my royal authority. You are to make every decision, for I have no doubt you are more capable of selecting the right choices than I. Call it a coward's conviction if it please you. Regardless, it is the best decision I can muster.
What folly is this? Has His Majesty taken leave of his senses?
Royal authority to a mere general and a lecturer at the studium? Say the word, Your Majesty, and we lords are ready to lead in your stead.
So, a scholar and a person who understands military tactics being in charge of a place, and they're concerned by this?
The both of you must refuse this. It will plunge the kingdom into chaos.
Folly from your fool of a king. Yet all the more reason to do it. Pitiful I may be, but I beg of you to save our kingdom.
But
are you quite certain? After all, what's to stop the General and myself from eliminating you should we come to enjoy this little taste of power?
If that is your choice, then so be it. Were you to do such a thing, I believe it would be for the sake of the kingdom.
Jesus.
Your Majesty.
That's dark.
long have I sworn my service and loyalty to House Sheerith, Your Majesty. But now, I pledge it anew to you, Yuma Sheerith, the man before whom I now take the knee. I shall answer the trust you have placed in me, with all of my heart and ability.
Having very loyal advisors is a very good thing.
My talents are worthy of the faith you place in them, Your Majesty. In fact, it speaks to their inadequacy that I have so clearly misjudged you. And for that, I must atone.
Stop that.
Whatever shreds of wit and talent I
That's when you
still
tilt it upwards.
possess, I swear to you.
As if any of this gives us a chance against the Empire!
Your Majesty, it's not too late. We can still draft a letter of intent to Dukes Aldrich and...
General Cassius.
Any hope of successfully defending this kingdom will require the full efforts of her people, and the full unity of her spirit. The army will be mustered, and the realm's efforts devoted entirely to its defense.
Oh, you get to do another one of those war games.
Yeah, I was expecting that the moment I saw those two on screen.
Oh, that's a little extreme too.
Lords are very powerful in this era.
Yeah.
Imagine if those guys all went out and started disintegrating.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's definitely a martial law claim that he just made.
Yeah. No, I understand what just happened. Terrifying. Wouldn't want to be there. I get it.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere that is in war.
Yeah.
I'm not certain such jubilant optimism is appropriate. As General Cassius noted, it will require all the strength you, Chris, can muster to have even a chance of victory.
Second, the last one's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, reel in that enthusiasm a bit, Noah.
No. No, I won't.
Then allow me to formally request the support of the Alliance.
You shall have it and more. We'll return to the inn and have Janequist beat the muster drums.
as enthusiastic as my internal monologue can be sometimes, external, I'm not a loud person.
I'm a loud person. Shin's a very loud person.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. Just not who I am.
I shall contact Ymir and have him commence preparations straight away, milady.
Send me. I'll get your message there safe.
Shall I set this in motion, Commander?
Yes.
Do it.
Yup! Let's go beat him like a dirty carpet!
They are certainly in for a surprise.
Look at that snide smile.
Indeed. And this time, victory will be ours.
Periel is great.
She could have been the main character.
Yeah.
Gone already.
You ready, Noah? I think Periel already took off for the palace.
Need to find another man. Or lady, if it's a lady.
And my backline.
That seems set.
Alright.
Kitty. King Rocky, we will protect you as well as we can. Same with you, Gracie.
Pardon.
Such polite guards. We're not even near you, guy. Overly polite. Izzy levels.
Okay, that is about the correct distance for me to go pardon as I walk by. But
if I'm in a grocery store, I say excuse me almost every time I walk by someone at any distance.
We face a war of attrition. Unfortunately, Haishan was not built to be easily defended.
Why?
Therefore, we must meet the Imperial host on the field and strive to buy time while minimizing our casualties.
With the lighting, you have no face, my man.
A capital city should always be made to be defended.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hands, General Cassius.
His Majesty's troops are kith and kin to me. I'll not let a single man die in vain.
I trust messengers have been dispatched to Norster and Kinan.
They have, but neither will act until we prove our mettle, which is why this first battle is pivotal. Our enemy is a general both seasoned and clever, and he will not rely on superior numbers alone to deliver victory. We must whittle away at their strength now, then turn the war of attrition which follows to our advantage.
Which is where we come in. Right?
Correct. We are counting on your ambush to throw the battlefield into disorder. Do not let us down, Commander Noah.
We won't. We're ready.
General Cassius, Melridge, Noah, pray bring us victory and return home safely.
Thank you, Your Majesty. If my projections are correct, this battle may be over far sooner than we all dare hope.
Projections?
Reporting, sir! The Imperial Army has arrived and is forming up just where you said they would!
Then we'd best get started. Are you ready, Commander?
Let's do this.
I don't think you have time to choose whether you're ready or not if they're already outside the walls.
Ready yourselves! This day we fight for our homes, for our king, and for the future of our country!
The Imperial Army's here.
Oh, we have infantrymen. They're gonna function differently.
So it's war, then. I assumed their forces would throw down their arms and flee, rather than take the field for such a weakling king. Perhaps they found a more inspiring leader.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, General Goldwyn. The honors of a battlefield victory are ours for the taking.
Step before selecting begin battle. The red gauge increases when your troops take damage, while the yellow morale gauge increases when they deal damage. When they're full, you can use their commands, lasting one turn. Rage mode increases attack, and morale mode won't let the enemy retreat.
Oh my. Enemy legions attack in adjacent zones, immobilize one turn. Pick the target of adjacent enemies yours.
Lowers your defense roll.
Okay, it won't be able to meet me immediately.
I'm wondering whether you're supposed to give him the runaround to give himself time for more reinforcements.
It is an honor for you to lead my vanguard, Lieutenant Kessling. I expect your rune tank to earn us a great many accolades.
About that, sir? The rune tank isn't really designed for solo combat. It requires a lot of infantry support, so...
I was not speaking to you, soldier. Well, young Cian, what do you say? Will you fight for the glory of your house?
As you command, sir. Hildy, Valentine, gather what troops you can.
At once, Lieutenant.
By decree of the Emperor, you may submit peacefully to Galdia's glory, or be crushed beneath her heel.
All according to plan.
Okay, so
now I use the ability that makes me immobile.
Sane, Hildy, Cole, and possibly Goldwyn will become allies, if Goldwyn isn't killed.
I'll have you be quiet there, thank you.
Oh no, they became immobile.
Yes.
Well, they can't move. They can't follow me when I do this.
Can you change facing? Or do you won't get to do one or the other?
It's time. Give the signal.
Looks like we're up. Let's go!
Yeah!
No, it's Gar.
What? A second force? Where the hell did they come from?
heresy tactician signal. Come on, boys. Let's honor our contract and show these imps the color of their own guts.
Oh, mercs.
An ambush! What impudence! This is the moment we've been waiting for. Advance! All forces! Attack! Shields up! Stand your ground! I will deal with this ambush myself.
Are the troops holding up?
We're ready to move whenever. Though if you ask me, that move should be to turn and run.
I'd be okay with you guys doing
You
that.
forget yourself, Second Lieutenant.
I like him.
Oh yeah, he'll also become an ally. We've already talked to him too. Taking more damage than we're doing it looks.
You mercs just showed up.
Right, but it wastes a turn.
They retreated the moment they showed up. I'm not happy with that. Okay.
You guys might want to go after the war machine on your side, because they said it requires a lot of infantry defense, and they've just gotten separated from everybody.
That is true. Okay. Legion commands.
One radius, so that won't matter.
I will get hit from behind.
I mean, you'll get hit either from the side or from behind, no matter what
Oh,
you
wait.
do.
Legion command. Oh. Okay, you go that way. What about you? What's your Legion command to do?
Archers get a bonus. We have the archers. We have swordsmen.
Okay, you have swordsmen and mages. Okay. Oh, I need you.
Distract them.
Yeah.
This can do something about them. Oh, they didn't retreat, as in they took enough damage that they were forced to retreat from that square. So that means they can't move if you charge. Because you're occupying their zone immediately.
Onward! Outrun the weak!
Okay.
Change facing so that you're facing one of the directions they can come from.
They can't come from any direction that I'd be in. I don't want to cancel move. Facing. Actually, this space is pretty
now
well
you're
defended.
facing both directions that way.
Pull yourself!
And he can't move at the moment anyway.
His Grace the Dukes is expecting a great victory from me.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah. She's in a great mood today.
Enemy in sight, sir.
On your order, Lieutenant.
Attack! Don't let up! Press the attack!
Whoa! Run for it!
Wait, what are you doing out here?
That did not go well.
Oh yeah, they took almost no damage.
No, not you.
I'll patch you up.
No, move.
Look at that! They're coming our way!
We're moving. Shake a leg.
A healing light to ease all wounds!
I don't exactly understand how these are supposed to work yet.
Me either, but he came into my zone that had two sets of dudes and got into a fight with everybody. I was trying to have both sets of dudes run into the other group's flank, but...
Some damn order! Now form up and prepare for the next!
If you have finally regained control of your troops, General Chapel, then prepare to withdraw. We are finished here.
What?
Learning the true strength of our foe is victory enough for the day. It has not come without cost, but to persist further would only result in needless bloodshed. We maintain the upper hand, and are in no particular rush. Additionally, the sun has begun its descent, and I've no desire to fight in darkness on unfamiliar terrain. We will withdraw.
He's a good leader.
Fine. Retreat! Fall back, you dogs!
To run away.
His troops were at half health from when from when one of my armies charged him.
Yeah.
Sign charged into us and lost half his health.
Yeah.
The only armor we never damaged was one we didn't want to fight directly.
Yeah.
You sure showed him, cousin. A victory on the Alliance's very first deployment!
Let's not press our luck. An overzealous attempt to pursue General Goldwyn may end poorly.
All units, fall in! You fought bravely and well this day, and you, Chris, thanks you for it. Now, we return to Haishan triumphant!
We did it! We set him running for the hills!
For a day.
And more importantly, everyone is safe.
Everyone?
Is victory real? I can scarce believe it.
Yeah, we lost a lot of dudes, actually.
It is only one battle behind us, Your Majesty. The war ahead will be nothing to celebrate. It disheartens me that our ambush did little to face General Goldwyn's troops. He truly is the military titan, they say.
Yeah, even I've heard of the guy. So I guess today didn't amount to much more than an ugly introduction.
Let's not diminish the significance of forcing a retreat in our first battle. I've already made arrangements to inform the other members of the League, and trust the news will change their countenance for the better.
If I may, who are those other reinforcements? And why did you not mention them?
I'm guessing you mean me.
Bernard.
Allow me to introduce Captain Bernard Sawad of the White Sands Mercenary Company. I reached out to him some time ago to secure his services.
Oh, and if you're worried about the mercenary part, I promise you this. A Sawat never breaks a contract.
You hired these sellswords, Melridge?
I managed to divert some funds their way, yes. A bit from the royal treasury and more that was earmarked for the studium and archives. I figured the forthwith confiscation of Harlan's estate would sufficiently refresh our coffers.
Well, I suppose I did give you my royal authority, but I'm still pleased to see you wielding it with such wisdom. Just do see the ledgers end up balanced, yes?
Don't spare it another thought, Your Majesty. That's something I'm quite confident I can manage.
Yep, still incorrigible.
Yep. I'm impressed. I do not know whether or not I like Melridge. Sometimes he's really awesome. Other times, dude's dubious as hell.
You're wondering what will happen if Eucharist falls, aren't you?
Its downfall seems inevitable, considering the League's lack of unity.
Just like Duke Saldric wants, I bet. You're thinking about it again.
In part. But mostly I'm just wondering what I'm doing here. I intended to make a name for myself and House Kessling as an Imperial officer. I believed that was the right thing. It's what I thought he would do.
Anime.
Your brother.
Yes. But now I'm not sure about anything anymore. So where does that leave me?
Well, it's actually weird if he just mentioned that he's what he thought his brother would do.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Sorry to interrupt the boy talk, fellas. Did I miss anything spicy? Look, we've all got them. Ties, I mean. Obligations. I know all about yours, Sane. Little by little, they tighten around your neck until one day you wake up and realize you're wearing a noose. All part of growing up, I suppose.
No. No, nooses are not part of growing up.
At these times, the times where you have to weigh your friends and your loyalties and your future, these are the moments that tell us who we are. You're young. You feel like throwing caution to the wind and doing the wrong thing for the right reason. Well, do it.
This is getting a little complicated and poetic for me, but I think I agree.
Paul, Valentine, thank you both. Hildy.
New.
A messenger just arrived bearing urgent news from the homeland, Lieutenant. It's as you feared.
I don't like that cutoff.
How could this have happened?
I'm still verifying the information. It's possible this is but a rumor.
This is not some piece of idle gossip, man! You're telling me the Emperor has been assassinated?
Yeah, that's what I expected.
By the Dukes.
Yes, that's what I've heard. But